How old were you guys when you first played Galaxy 1? Time for me to feel old. Go ahead, show me.
Oh my god!
I think I probably got it a year after it comes out, like I get most games because they're usually cheap. Probably got it from Blockbuster in like 2008. So I was, what, 14 when I played it? I was in my edgy teenage phase. And of course, this is before I found Call of Duty and I let out my edge in voice chat form. You know the rule. What happens in the voice chat stays in the voice chat. I enjoyed Mario Galaxy 1. I thought it was a fantastic game. Better than 2. That's not a hot take. Sit down, 2 stands. The soundtrack deserves its own conversation. And I've listed all the ones that I have things to say about. So when you first turn on the game and you first boot it up, the first track you're going to hear is Overcha. It's probably a fancy word. If someone could explain the definition of this phrase, I have no idea what it means. What I do know is that when I hear it in this game, oh, hell yeah. Now we're playing Mario Galaxy, yes. Do you feel it, gamers? Do you feel yourself traveling into space? Just close your eyes for a second, guys. Just imagine where you were when you first booted up and you saw that title screen. Amazing, isn't it? Fantastic, even. It starts off on a great note. I haven't named my tears. Silly me. Wow, what a jump cut. I named all my tears. After we got that Overcha, Princess Peach sends you that letter and she says, come to my house and get a piece of cake, which I'm sure is a euphemism, but we're past that sort of humor. We're not in 2008, okay? We're mature now. I'll make jokes about Rosalina instead. But we get to the Star Festival. Does this make you want to go to Peach's house and get some cake? I feel it, gamers. Gentlemen, you're so gross. What the f? That's so gross. Oh my god, this is 2023. We don't do that anymore. Ew. I totally would though. It's another one that sets the tone for what you're about to get without being anything too mind-boggling. I think Overcha personally does a better job of it, but it's a solid listen. I quite like this one. This one could go in the chill playlist if I wanted to, but I'll leave it there. But then of course Bowser comes and ruins your day and calls upon the Armada. Oh, you can hear it, gamers. You can hear it. The ground quakes. The shadows loom over us as his Armada flag flies as it careens towards Peach's castle. Bum, bum, bum. Brawl did a very good rendition of the Super Mario Bros. Airship theme, and I feel like it's fair to say that they got inspired by this version. It doesn't sound too different. At the end, when it builds up, you know what I'm saying? C-tier, too scary. He turned off this game. Was this the part where it got too scary for you, chat? I'm seeing a lot of people saying it's too scary, which I understand. This did get really scary. I think there have been renditions since this game has come out, which I think have done it a bit better. And considering it doesn't have that build-up bit when you're playing it just in a level, I would say the passage of time hasn't been too nice to this rendition. I like Brawl 1 a lot better, if I'm being honest. It's okay. I've heard this OST the first time for Super Mario Bros. Z. What a throwback. Jeez, did you watch that on Newgrounds, you fucking old man? Jesus. I just remember that phase of my life. Oh my god. It's okay, I'll leave it and see. Mario tries to rescue Peach. He tries with all his might, but then he gets sent into space by Bowser's loyal second-in-command Kenny. And then when he finally comes to, he realizes he's on a planet. A very strange-looking planet. And some weird bunny rabbits talking to him. Whoa, where am I? You're in the galaxies. What are you doing on my planet, mate? Where did you drift? What are you doing on my planet, you silly plumbing-looking bastard? That's not very nice. I'm trying to get to Bowser. I don't care about this Bowser, mate. You need to get the fuck off my planet. Oh, please, come and help me. All right, mate. Me and my friends were a bit bored. If you can catch us, we'll help you. In my head canon, that's what happened in Mario Galaxy. What I didn't know is that the other galaxy was indeed British. Quite like it. It's quite calm. It's quite peaceful. I think this planet is supposed to be where Rosalina first ended up when she went into space. Maybe, I don't know. It's nice. I like this little beat. And when the flute comes in here, It's nice. Isn't it nice and peaceful? Don't you feel it? Rosalina's yard. It's Rosalina's yard, mate. If Rosalina sees you, mate, she's gonna fucking shank you. I just want to help her getting home. Bowser sent me. Who the fuck is Bowser, mate? You keep talking about this fucking Bowser fella. Nah, you're not looking right, mate. You're not looking right. I'd have to deal with you. And then all the Lumas just shank up Mario and send him into space, you know? That's the 18+ version that you guys keep telling me about. And the Luma's like, yo, hey, listen, brother man, you gotta go help us if we're gonna help you. So it plays this tune instead. Oh, hell yes. Yes. It's like, bro, we need your help, Mario, okay? If Rosalina said we can't shank you, so instead, you gotta go rescue a grand star for us, okay? Oh, mate, he's trapped. But I think that Bowser fella trapped one of our friends. Yeah, you gotta help us. You gotta help us, or we're gonna fucking knife you. Okay, we'll go rescue the grand star. I'm gonna have fun editing this one. Don't you feel triumphant? Isn't it great? Do you really feel like you're in a Mario Galaxy? Do you have those Merry Mountain vibes going through you guys? Do you love this track as much as you love Merry Mountain? The most underrated song in the entire game. Truly spectacular. On one side, it feels triumphant and athletic, but it brilliantly translates to beauty, exploration, hardship, and a comeback with vigor to ring. It never gets any appreciation that it should be getting. This is on par with Battlerock's music. Well said, Albert. Thanks for this. Oh my god, I could never have said it better myself. I like it. I think my one criticism would be, it's like, it's a bit on the shorter side, but I guess the mission that it's supposed to be on is quite short, but it does a good job of like setting the tone of like, you know, you being Mario triumphantly going into battle. You have to rescue Peach in space, in a space opera, you might say. Once you rescue that grand star, you end up going into Rosalina's observatory. Rosalina, my beloved. I love Rosalina. Don't we love Rosalina, don't we, guys? Rosalina's great. Do you guys hear that sound? Do you guys hear that sound? Do you guys hear that sound? Do you guys hear that? Listen really carefully. Just listen really carefully. Just... Are you sure you're listening, guys? Are you sure? Just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Just a tiny bit more. It's the sound of all those Starship Mario niggas crying. Because they're in the observatory. It is the definitive hub world, and you cannot change my mind, okay? Because then it plays a nice peaceful version, you know? Then it gets like a bit, you know what I mean? Then we start getting those strings in there, you know? And once you really turn Rosalina's observatory into a starship in its own right, the whole gang comes in. I'm telling you, the flute kills you. Starship Mario guys, yeah, you guys, the flute is the one that kills you. Just listen to that flute accompanying the melody, fam. Oh, do you feel it? Do you feel the superiority? It doesn't stop. It doesn't stop. Let's all waltz to this at the wedding. It's like Alfonso said. I'm sorry, Starship Mario guys. I think you have to admit, you've been thoroughly flattened, rolled up, tossed aside like a fucking week-old burrito, my man. You are finished. And not only that, imagine like Rosalina in the Observatory just coming in and be like, how do you follow that up, Musty? How do you follow that up? It's the one, guys. It's the one. That fucking timpani. It's that big. It's the drum. You hear it? The brum. He does that a couple times in here. The harp. The flute man. Flutes. Ba, 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 da, 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 da. God, man! What an excellent way to start an already fantastic OST. Like, you gotta start strong and you gotta finish strong, and boy howdy, the first Galaxy you play delivers. And then once you're done hearing that fantastic track, what do you hear next? You get to the boss. You've cracked that giant egg in the middle of the stage, and who else but Dino Piranha? He just got hatched and you're gonna kill him. You're a murderer. You're a fucking murderer. You murdered him. This track bops though. Is there any bad Galaxy OST? There's a reason why my one only goes up to C. So, yeah, there's a reason for that. I don't think I might add a D tier if it comes in handy, but I don't think it's going to. I'm gonna be honest with you. After you deal with Dino Piranha, you gotta deal with the king, not me. I mean, I know.
You're the king. I'm the king.
King Kaliente. It definitely starts off really. I like the way it starts. It's quite fun. It's quite funky, isn't it? And that piano as well. Do you feel like? Does it give you that extraterrestrial feel? It's quite a simple beat. Picks up again here, alright. It definitely ends strong and it starts strong, but that middle bit is definitely a bit like, where you going with this, big man? Where you going with this? Are you going somewhere? You're taking a bit long. So, you know what? I'll leave it here. It's okay. It's okay. It starts off strong, but doesn't go anywhere quick enough for my liking. But then, after you're done with King Kaliente, where else do you go? But the Honey Hive. Do you like jazz? What a catchy little tune this is, eh? Like that fucking, I don't know what guitar that is in the background, but goddamn. It's just very catchy. Do you know what I mean? It's not mind blowing. Like, it's definitely not a mind blowing track, but it's just very catchy. And then a flute comes in. And then the ending here. I don't know what instrument that guy's using, but like he just fucking does his own thing until it loops. You know, I'm gonna give you Galaxy 2 guys. I'm gonna throw you guys a bone. I like the Galaxy 2 one a bit better. I still think this one is extremely catchy though. So once you have a chat with the Honey Queen, you know, you've helped her out. She had a bit of a problem. You gave her a hand. You go back to the Galaxy and you got to help her again. There's trouble afoot, guys. There's trouble afoot. The gamers are dying. The bees are dying. Just like in the real world, the bees are dying. Do you feel like the bees are dying? They're dead. And it's all your fault unless you save them from the big bad bugaboo. Like, even though it's just kind of sped up and they added a little bit of like extra pizzazz to it, I still think it really works. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not just like they sped up and that was it. They added enough to it where like it's still just as catchy as like the slower version, you know? I really like this one. I really like this one a lot. I think it stands alongside the regular one. Now that I'm listening to them both side by side, I think it just works well enough where I'm going to put it slightly higher. I think it's mainly because the Honey Hive in Galaxy 2 I like a bit more. It's literally third lab Honey Hive. It works well enough, honestly. They do enough to it. They do enough to it. How many controllers did you break trying to fucking do this loop-de-swoop Galaxy nonsense? Was this the song of your nightmares as it was mine for a bit? Oh no, Musty! I did it first time, because I'm a gamer! Shut up! No, you weren't, okay? You sucked at this too. We all did. Let's not pretend, okay? Frauds! You're all lying to me. Don't lie to me. I'm gonna do a more game-accurate version for you guys, okay? I wanna like simulate as if you're actually playing the game. Like, you're getting the hang of it. Like, you're finally like steering your controller a bit. You're noticing you're going a bit too right, so you overcorrect left, and then you overcorrect a bit too much, so you try to go right. Then you try to go right, so you overcorrect left, and you overcorrect left, so you try to go right, and then you got a bit too much right, and then damn. And then you finally try again. You try from the beginning. You're like, no, this is the life. This is the life. Come on, I got this time. No, but it's my turn. I say, shut up. Okay, I'm gonna play your life. Okay, I wanna have a go. Okay, I got this. Okay, I'm gonna stay straight. Why am I veering left? I'm holding the controller straight. I don't know why it's veering me left still. So you gotta veer it slightly right to overcompensate. But even though you're veering it right, it's still just going straight. So you're not really used to that in your brain. So that like when you're trying to steer right, you overshoot a bit righter than you already would because you're already tilting it right. So then you overshoot the right when it's supposed to go left, and then. You see what I mean? That's probably the more accurate version. I like the little brass to add on this bit. And this bit leading up to the loop. You know, PTSD aside, I think it's a really catchy track. Again, it does that Honey Hive thing where it's not mind-blowing, but it's very, very catchy. I'll leave you here. I think you're fine there. But there is a slight variant on this theme when you're racing the Boo, so I think we'll talk about that here as well, since they're very close to each other. You probably have bad memories of this because the Boo race wasn't nearly as hard as the, you know, loop-de-swoop or loop-de-loop. Do you feel like a Boo just floating along the wind? I think the most memorable part about this variation is that, like, the guy kind of, like, plays the notes really high and just forgets where to stop. Like, you hear it. He goes really high, then goes... He forgets where to stop. I always remembered that part about this track. He's panicking. He's like, ah, where the fuck do I go? I prefer the faster-paced aquatic race version instead. You do the aquatic race you've died a million, billion, zillion times. You probably have enough star bits to feed that hungry, hungry Luma. And then if you feed the first hungry Luma outside the terrace, you get to go to Sweet, Sweet Galaxy. It plays a freaking sweet rendition of the Mario 3 Athletic theme. Iconic, isn't it? Iconic. Nostalgia. It's simple and enjoyable enough. I don't feel so strongly about it when I'm going to put it up here, but I think it's good enough to earn a spot here. I'll leave it in the middle of B, if I'm being honest. I'm not the biggest fan of Mario 3 Athletic, and I think this rendition is just pretty good. I don't think it's any higher than that, if I'm being honest. But after that, though, you go to Flip Switch Galaxy, which is almost a galaxy that probably shouldn't exist. It feels like a tech demo because all you do is flip some switches and you get the star. But when you're playing that level, you hear this theme, which plays in a couple of other galaxies, but you hear this for the first time. I refer to this as Blue Ball's underground theme, and you're going to understand why. You're gonna do the second part? Oh, okay, no, you're gonna go back around again. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. You're gonna do the second bit of the underground theme? No? Oh, okay. Third time. Right, third time. Okay, I fuck with it. What about this time? You gonna do it this time? Do the second bit? Okay, no, you can keep the fifth time. Fifth time, okay. Surely it's this time. You've done it 5 times now. Come on, one more. That's it, come on. Yeah, it's just the Blue Balls on the theme because it does it 5 times before finally doing that second bit, which you're here for. I get why they kind of had to make it last a bit longer because, like, it's a solitary track on its own. Because it's annoying, okay? I just want to hear that second bit. I'll leave you here. You're fine. You're okay. It's a simple rendition of Underground, but it doesn't really do much for me personally. Other than that, though, Megaleg, the first boss. Megaleg. Sounds very weird, doesn't it? Right now, I'm liking that big drum. Boom, boom. You can hear the big drum, you know. So you got the snare drum keeping it crazy. You got the timpani going in. You got the brass. I think it all works together to make for all the strings as well. Ooh, it's crazy. Oh shit, okay. It goes a little hard. Bro, all of that for a boss theme that, like, upon replay is like one of the easiest bosses in all of Mario history? Jesus. Okay. It's because you probably beat him by the time, like, we got to that ending, but you know what? I want to put you up here. I want to put you up on the top. I wasn't expecting that from you, Megaleg. I'm proud of you. Keep it up. I'm proud of you. Not gonna lie. I actually went a little harder than I would have thought. But after you fight Megaleg, you get to Space Junk Road. I feel like I could sit in a therapy chair and just, like, talk to you about all of my life's problems, you know? Why was I so angsty as a teenager? Like, part of it was understandable, but, like, I feel like, you know, hindsight's 20/20, but I feel like I try to live my life now, not worrying about things, because I know I'm going to look back thinking, what was I even so worried for? But I wish I had that philosophy sooner, you know? Is that philosophy even the right way to live? If I don't worry, you know, worrying too little might be even worse than worrying too much, you know? But I like to think I'm doing good in the world. I feel like I'm doing my bit. I'm not gonna shake the earth. I think that's for people with greater minds than mine, but I feel like I'm doing my part, you know? We are just a speck on a dirt rock hurtling in the galaxy somewhere, so considering our infinitesimal size in relation to everything around us, I think we're all doing our bit, right? Or at least I like to think I am. I mean, ultimately, aren't we the biggest judge of our own character? That's ultimately what it comes down to. Because no one can judge us better than us. We are our own biggest fan and our harshest critic. So I think it really comes to a balance. You really have to give yourself props when it comes to the parts in life that you've done well, but also refine your critiques and not to be too hard on yourself neither. I think that's a mistake a lot of people make, especially the kinds of people that you could call perfectionists. You know, I used to call myself one, but then I realized nothing's really perfect. I'd rather something be 80% done and just done than this 100% that doesn't exist. I mean, it might exist in some hypothetical universe, but of all the billions out there, what's the chance there could be this one, you know? So instead of taking a gamble, why not just settle with good enough? But, you know, considering you might be the one person who could shoot for the stars, is good enough really worth all your potential? It's really just a decision for you to make. And you'll never know if it's the right one because you'll never see all the other alternate universes with all the other decisions you made. That's assuming the multiverse theory is true, which I like to believe. It just makes life a bit more interesting, you know? Oh, Space Junk? Oh, I love Space Junk. It's a great track. Once you're done having an existential crisis on Space Junk, you get to fight the boss, Kamella. Let's have a listen. It gives us a real bitch witch vibes. Sheesh! Spongy's a poet and he didn't even know it. Ooh. I think it suffers from the same problem that King Kaliente has, where it starts off well, you know, it takes a bit too long to get to that second bit, and that second bit just isn't enough to save it, you know? I'm just gonna leave it there and call it a day. Space Fantasy, I think, is another version. This one, when you get to Sling Pod Galaxy, which I personally like, to be honest. I found out a lot of people don't actually like Sling Pod Galaxy that much. Oh, the reason I had this before Battlerock is because this also plays in Battlerock Galaxy. Before you, like, storm into the Battlerock, it plays this theme, which I feel like is supposed to be like a precursor to the Battlerock theme, you know? So you hear this version for a bit, just where it's simple, you know? And then once you solve the puzzle and you get to Battlerock Galaxy, then you hear the bigger one, and then it all comes together. Bam, bam. We start getting some energy up in here, bruv. Let's go. And again, come back around again. And one more time. God, I love that final bit as well. I want to hear it again. That final, like, one it wraps up with, the high note. It really just makes for such a satisfying ending to this bit and the next part, you know? And it builds up to the next bit. Ba 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 da 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 ba ba ba. And then the ending. Ba 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 da 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 da. Battlerock is amazing. IMO overrated.
Somebody is trying way too hard.
K's out here trying to get a gamer alert going. Oh, it sounds so epic and grand, like on a big mission. I love it. It does sound like it, doesn't it? It sounds so good. It's a shame that, like, when it comes to the level, such an epic theme is used for a level where you're just on a platform waiting for it to go to the end. But we're not ranking the levels yet. So Space Fantasy gets a bit of a harsh rap because I was gonna rank this alongside Battlerock. So like, if I was putting it alongside Battlerock, which is it's just how it's supposed to work, right? It's supposed to be like the preamble before you get into the Battlerock theme. But since this track is used as a standalone in like its own galaxies, I think it's fair to rate it on its own merit because it doesn't always paired with Battlerock. Do you get what I mean? So I think Space Fantasy on its own is just okay. So it's a little catchy. I kind of like it, but isn't enough to like cement this way a bit higher, you know? After you hear the epicness of Battlerock Galaxy, Rolling Green, guys, do you remember Rolling Green? Billboard gave you that tutorial and was like, yeah, just go on the starball, like it's totally easy, it's totally cool, it's totally, you're gonna love this, you really are. I don't think we're getting an accurate representation of how this theme sounds. I don't think we're getting an accurate representation, so pardon me for 1 second, would you? I think this is probably the more accurate way to play it. It gets faster and slower as you speed up, obviously. That's the gimmick of this one. So I think reviewing it based on its regular version is not as accurate. But I do like how the music speeds up when you're moving, kind of like the music's trying to immerse you in the level, and I think it works very well in that regard. Because like, you know, when you're like hearing like the music like really slow down, I feel like that's the game trying to subconsciously push you to like race, go a bit faster so you can hear it in its normal version. It works for a bit, and then you realize, no, fuck you, game. I'm gonna go as slow as I want because I hate this gimmick. So, he's going for the, bruv. This is probably like top 10 least acquired lives in all the Mario series. You think anyone's ever actually tried to get this live? Nah, bruv. White Khakis is going in. He's insane. Sign this man up. Sign this man up. He's like mastered all of it. He's going for all the coins as well. Absolute madness. We applaud you, White Khakis. What the hell? That's not me. That's not my soundboard, guys. Who did this? They got some goofy at. Have you ever heard this? What the fuck? At the end. I think those sounds do a good job of representing how it does feel when you're playing this in the level, but those goofy ass sound effects won me over. I don't know. I'd still put it in. I put it in C. It's okay. I really wanted to talk about this because you couldn't do a tier list without talking about the fucking Rolling Green. But I think on its own as a standalone track to listen to, I think it works in the level best. But since you can't listen to it in the level on its own, it doesn't sound as complete, you know? And then there's a variant of this as well, Melty Molten Galaxy. Well, you've been playing the level normally this whole time, and at the very end, they're just like, nope, psych, that's the wrong number. And they throw you in a fucking star ball. Do you guys like pan-flutes? Do you guys like pan-flutes? I love pan-flutes. Ooh. This one goes a bit harder. I like it. Oh, it doesn't have the goofy sound effects at the end. It goes a bit harder at the end, but I think it doesn't really do much. I think it just loops a bit too quickly, unfortunately. It does go harder, though, so I'll rank it a bit higher. But once you've done all of that nonsense, you get to... Oh, Lord. You get to Bowser. You get to Louser, because Bowser's only taking L's, so we call him Louser in this house. The classic. Do you guys remember Mario 64? Do you remember Mario 64? That sitar guy just like really carrying it, you know? When he comes in really hard with the... I felt that. Did you guys feel those chills? I felt that. And again, this is one where, you know, I hate to give you Mario Galaxy 2 guys a dub, but I think it was done better in that game. And I think the passage of time has not been too kind to this rendition. It isn't as grand as the 2 variant is, but I still think it's good. Blame the Galaxy 2 orchestrators for making such a definitively better version. But then after you've done destroying Bowser's Star Reactor, you fight the king himself. King Bowser. King Louser, as we call him in this house. Bum, bum, ba-da-bum. Yes. This track turns him from Louser to Wowser. Bum bum ba-da-dum. Bum bum ba-da-ba bum 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 ba-da-bum. Ba-da-ba-bum ba-ba-ba-ba-da-bum-bum. Higher key. Oh, they put in a higher key as well. Bum bum ba-da-ba-ba bum bum ba-da-bum. And again, it might get accusations of being a little repetitive, but when you like weaken Bowser and like he's running away from you with his tail on fire, it adds a very epic orchestra. So let me find that version right now. So when he's vulnerable and ready to take damage, a whole orchestra gets added on top. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, oh. The quiet just adds so much to it, doesn't it? It really gives you that, like the quiet just kicking in the moment you get him in spin, like in spin mode, really just like makes you feel like you have to go for it. You know, it adds just enough energy to the track to me. Just go, yes, just go for it, just do it, just kill him, kill Bowser, kill him now, murder him. So when you put those two together, which I think is fair, they're the same track really. It's a certified classic, that's for sure. That's for sure. I think it. But once you're done fighting Bowser and kicking his ass for the first time, you know, chilling out at the beach, you know, having a bit of a beach episode. You guys want to go to the beach? Oh yeah, a little bit of fun in the sun. Yo, anybody get any sunscreen? I might catch a sunburn. Rocking those glasses. Cheers, Finley. Oh, it's got the huh sound. It's got the Queeker. It's got the Queeker sound from Riverside Park. I love that sound. Yeah. Oh shit, bruv. When it gets so look, just listen to the difference here. And after this bit, the drum, the maracas. Oh shit, the monkey sound again. Ba ba da ba da 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 da. You know, I didn't think I was going to rate this one that highly, but just hearing it again in isolation, it really is fantastic, isn't it? It really is good. I would 2 A's in a row, I want to say. Definitely in it. Whistle Guy, of course. Whistle Guy makes a comeback. What a track, though. I like Beach Ball better than Sea Slide, by the way. Sea Slide can go fuck itself. That purple coin level will forever be seared into my fucking brain. I know you're watching this, the dev who made that purple coin Sea Slide level. Fuck you. Yeah, I said it. Bitch! You gotta rescue your brother, man. Luigi's like, why you been chilling at the beach? Luigi's been kidnapped. What are you doing? I love that little build-up, like the strings, the plucked strings on the build-up. I like that. That's really nice. Or it has that like theremin, you know, like woo, like basically whenever you want something to feel like spooky or extraterrestrial, like the theremin, that's the instrument. It always makes things extra spooky. Yeah. Spooky, spooky. I do think this part drags a little though, right? This bit, like I get it. You know, you're blue ballsing me a little, you know? Next bit, here we go, come on, come on. Spooky. I think that beginning bit just drags on a little too long. Honestly, just a tiny bit too long. But really does feel scary. It does feel scary, doesn't it? I'll put it here. Above Buggaboom, but below Megaleg, I think is a safe place to put it. You're not done getting spooked out. You've rescued Luigi. You've rescued Luigi, but you have to deal with Wouldergeist. I don't know why they named it Kingfin. Wouldergeist is the more iconic of the two bosses. The sound he makes when he's lifting up rocks, when he does like that rock thing, it's ingrained in my brain. The piano man. The strings go like, you can hear them in the background. You're just waiting for the bit, you're just waiting for it to kick in, you're waiting for it, they're blue ballsing you a little. You feel spooked. I don't know about Kingfin, but when Wouldergeist is weak, like when he finally exposes his weak point, they add a bit of a drum beat. Again, to add a bit of urgency. You have to hit him now. You got your chance to hit him now. You gotta hit him now. You gotta do it. Go Bombu. Go swing it into him quick before he gets his body back. I really like this one. Oh, God, Wouldergeist theme is so good. It's so good. Oh, does it go up here? I feel like it could. You know what? Yeah, I think it does. I think it sits up there. Oh, it's such a good boss theme, isn't it? I want to put Kingfin Wouldergeist up there. Not you, Kingfin. You don't deserve it. I know it fits you as well. No, this is all Wouldergeist. Okay, is he Wouldergeist? We love Wouldergeist. We love Wouldergeist. Wouldergeist is great. So, say one thing you love about Wouldergeist right now. His name pun is amazing. It is a nice name, isn't it? Wouldergeist, Poltergeist, it's nice. Say it all with me. Speedy Comets are boring. They're all fucking boring. I like the way they did it Mario Galaxy 2, where they give you like a small pool of time, and you have to collect time clocks along the way. It makes it more interesting, makes it more a bit more of a sense of urgency, which is what Speedy Comets are supposed to. But in Galaxy 1, they tend to give you one big time bank, and it just makes it way too easy. But the theme, though, does the theme go hard where the track goes easy? Ooh. Oh shit, I gotta go fast. I gotta go real fast. Oh no, I'm running out of time. Except I'm not really, because they gave me a really big time bank, but I'm still running out of time. Oh shit, bro, that rolling drum there, did you hear that? Ooh, never noticed that before. Oh, he comes in again? Do it again. He's still doing it. Oh, that final one. No, it's nice loop point as well. You gotta have a good loop if you're gonna be a video game track. I really like this. I never noticed that drum before. Oh my god. Now, while the levels might not be as compelling, the track certainly is. I'll put you here, right in the middle of A-tier. You deserve A-tier. You're a certified classic for sure. For damn sure. Where one Comet is Speedy, the other Comet is Cosmic. Where's Cosmic Mario? What do you call it? A comic Comet. Is that what you called it? Or what's silly name? What comical name? It did that thing that they do in Super Smash Bros. Melee. You know, Pinch the Peach's Castle? It plays the overworld theme, and then the underground theme is a bass line. They stole that from Sakurai. Sakurai's been stolen from. I can't believe this. Sakurai's been stolen from in Lego City. Build the Mario Galaxy soundtrack. Hey! I'm sorry. It sounds nice. It's good. It's good. I like a bit of a cosmic comet, or comic comet as this person called it. I like them both. It's the one, guys. It's the one. Are you ready? Oh my god. That low piano hitting. Gonna be honest, not a big fan of the Galaxy playing on it. And then the ending. We love the ending, don't we? Are you shocked, gamers? Are you shocked? You better not be shocked. Oh man, still like Battlerock a little better, but Buoy Base is fantastic. And this is a water level as well. Imagine that, they made a water level, one of the best tracks in the game. Oh my god, they didn't have to, but they did anyway because it's Mario fucking Galaxy. I also got a Drip Drop Galaxy here. Which one's this one again? I don't remember this one. Do you guys remember this one? This is a load of barnacles. I feel like this is one of the tracks that escaped the not much to say tier. So you know what? I think you escaped. You were meant to be there. So you know what? But then once you go to after you're done going to Buoy Base, then you have to have a chat with Bowser Jr. So let's talk to Bowser Jr. Bowser Jr. Oh, you can practically hear his laugh, can't you? Oh yes! Now this is a tune I can crack a Pepsi Max to. Yes! Also, the intro doesn't overstay its welcome, which is a bit of an issue some of the music has already had. So, like, it's nice that, like, it does this intro, and then it just goes on to the next bit. I like that, you know? Oh, shit. I don't think I heard this one in a while. The guitar, okay. Oh shit! Okay. Oh, and a loop, a good loop. It's a shame. Do you know what's a shame about all these boss themes? Like, you barely get to hear a lot of them. Because, like, the boss fight is usually so easy that you can, like, kill it before it gets to loop. Because, like, that's the same thing that happened with Megaleg. Megaleg was surprisingly good as well for being a boss theme. It has to crack into A, right? God, that was, like, so good. For, like, no reason. For a theme you're only going to hear 20 seconds of. Enter Bowser Jr. does a very good job. Once you're done kicking Bowser's ass, then you get to the whole, here's the big one, guys. Here's the big one. I'm about to make a lot of enemies now. This is the part where I make a lot of enemies. You know what, before I say anything, let me listen to it. Maybe I might change my mind at the last minute. It does sound very, very nice. I'm not gonna say it sounds bad. It's not a C tier, okay? It's not. So don't come at me just yet, okay? Let's listen. Let's just listen. Ba-da-da-da, ba-ba-ba. And then it goes to this part. Ba-da. Goes a little bit quiet, you know? It's nice, it's nice. Ba-ba-da. Ba-ba-da. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Okay, well, I listened to one full loop, so I gave it a chance, okay? My only issue with this, it sounds fantastic, by the way. It sounds phenomenal. My issue is, right, you have Battlerock, right? You have Buoy Base, right? You have, like, Space Junk Road. You got Good Egg Galaxy. So I feel like when Nintendo wanted to have like a representative of Mario Galaxy to keep referencing in the future, they were so spoiled for choice that I feel like they just randomly plucked Gusty Garden out of a hat, as opposed to it genuinely being the best sound in the soundtrack. Does that make sense? Like, I don't think this one sounds like so phenomenally well that it belongs in its like own tier or up here on its own tier or something. I feel like it sits alongside all these fantastic tracks, and they were just like, in the future, they're just like, okay, we need to pick one to represent represent Mario Galaxy. Oh, should we do like the Good Galaxy? Do you know the one that like is the first one everyone hears? No, let's not do that for some reason. Should we do like Buoy Base? Buoy Base sounds like really great. That's this big traffic. No, we shouldn't do that. Should we just do, should we Gusty Garden? Yeah, let's pick Gusty Garden. That's what it feels like to me. It's fantastic, all right? I'm not pretending it's not, all right? But I just do not see, or hear, should I say, I do not hear what everyone says when they think this is like a masterpiece. I feel like this is the same amount of gaslighting I went into before I played Ocarina of Time 3D. When I was looking up reviews of Ocarina of Time, I was told that this is one of the best games that was ever conceived. But it turns out it was just an okay puzzle game, if I'm being honest. I feel like it's the same thing that's happened to me with Gusty Garden. I feel like if the S tier is like keeping up with the Kardashians, Gusty Garden is like Kim. You know, they had to pick one to be the most famous out of the famous bunch, so that's the one that you know. You might not know anything about the Kardashians, but you've heard of Kim, right? In the same way, you've probably never played Galaxy. You might never have heard of Egg, you might never have heard of Battlerock, you might never have heard of Buoy, but you know about Gusty Garden because it's been referenced in every fucking game ever since. You know what I mean? It's S tier though. I'm not gonna like be controversial and put it in A or anything. It's S, but it sits behind Buoy, it sits behind Battlerock, it sits behind Stardust Road, and it sits behind Egg Planet as far as I'm concerned. So that's my hot take, okay? It's S. It's just not as S as you probably would have liked me to. What do you guys think? You know what, go on. What did you have to say? They legit knew they made the masterpiece, so they referenced it everywhere. I feel like they just had to pick one representative, and they just picked Gusty Garden. You know, that's my take. Is it that hot? Is it really that hot? So they can all be masterpieces. I'm not hating on it. Again, it's just the most famous of a famous bunch. I wish I heard what everyone hears when they hear Gusty Garden, because I just don't think it's this phenomenal out there, like, I don't mind it being the representative of the Mario Galaxy soundtrack, but if all of a sudden, right, they stopped referencing Gusty Garden as much and they did like Good Egg Galaxy or Battlerock or Buoy, I'd be fine with that. I'd personally be fine with that. That's my hot take, okay? I'm not doing it to be different. I'm not doing it to be quirky. That's how I've always felt he's trying to be in the video. What, me? Shut up. Gusty Garden, simply one of the best pieces of video game music I've heard. I just don't hear it, fam. I just don't hear it. And then Gusty Garden is still to this day the most thrilling and adventurous game soundtrack ever done. Hey, Pablo, man, I don't know. I want to have what you're having, brother, man. I want to have what you're having. As long as it's in S. It's still in S. It's still in S. I'm not that quirky. I'm not going to be that quirky. But I just don't think it's the big representative it's supposed to be. Anyway, let's move on. So once you play Gusty Garden, you reach the boss. You reach a guy called Major Burrows. Major Burrows, you silly goose. I want to show you guys the actual boss fight itself. Because firstly, this fucking bastard is chasing after a bunny. What the hell is he doing this for? Like, you're a big fella. That one bunny is not going to sustain you, firstly. But then when you save the bunny, the sound he makes when he hits the floor is like one of my favorite video game sounds of all time. That like sound. I don't know why. And then on top of that, it's followed by my second favorite sound in all of video games, which is his like angry grunt sound. I love it so much. Just record you going into the mic, okay? You got it? You got it? You got it? Anyway, back to the soundtrack. Oh, is that it? Is it gonna loop? Oh man, I thought it was going somewhere. Oh no! Major Burrows, you started off so strong! I don't know, that's unfortunate. It started off really strong, but it just... I guess it's as short as the boss fight is supposed to be, so I guess it fits the length. So I guess you got that going for you. And then we've got... Ice Mountain and Lava Path. Now, I was going to initially include this, because this is a Freeze Flame Galaxy. You're getting into Freeze Flame Galaxy now. Now, I was going to put this in at not much to say, / they fit their purpose, because I really don't have much... Like, just listen to this. I don't really have much to say. They do this really nice thing, Freeze Flame, where like once you get to the freeze section, it plays this version, but then once you get to the flame section, it plays like a... Even then, I still don't think it's that compelling a track. The only reason I even included here is because I just wanted to talk about one thing that both of them do, but you can hear it a bit more clearly in the Ice version. So like, you know like the first set of notes are like really short, if you can hear them. But the first one is like really short, then the second one like echoes, so it kind of gives me the vibe that like it's someone shouting into the void and then the echo just like reverberates back to them. You know what I mean? I just wanted to mention that. I got nothing else to say about this, to be honest. I just like the I just really like that. So you can sit here. That's all I wanted to mention, to be honest. That was it. Then we get to Dusty Dune. Guys, we love desert music. We love desert music so much. Oh yes, yes, I love desert music so much. You guys don't mind if I eat some food while we hear this, right? Getting a little hungry. It's prawn cocktail flavored quavers if you're interested. What's up? Some nice quavers. This is really, really good. So what's your favorite packet of crisps, guys? I haven't had quavers in a while. They're just really, really good. This is really nice. Just washing it down with some Pepsi Max. Oh, that was really nice. You guys like Sorry, you're too loud. Can you turn yourself down, please? Thank you. Green Doritos. Which flavor is green? I don't think we have green, but it's pizza flavored Doritos over here. Flame grilled steak McCoys. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Sorry, were we supposed to listen to you? I think Finley said it best. Do we need to make a D tier now? I didn't want to make a D tier. I really didn't want to. Yeah, we can name you after the whole tier. Dusty Dune as a level itself is good though. Who's gonna tell him? What you know about rolling in the deep dark? Do you feel like you're rolling in the deep dark? Bum, 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 bum. Oh, I don't know about this one, guys. I don't know about this one. I'm getting spooked. Oh, what was that? Did you see that? Oh, I'm so scared. Oh my god, they're everywhere. Oh Jesus. Oh jeez, Rick. Oh jeez, Rick. I don't know if I'll be able to handle. I don't know if I'll be able to handle this, guys. I don't know, man. Okay, calm down, Misty, calm down, we're fine. It's getting spooky up in here. Crazy up in here. The theremin, you can hear the theremin again. Do it again. Bam, 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 bam. One more time. Bam, 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 bam. I think this is quite okay. I quite like this. I think that low piano does a really good job. I think it really does make you feel like you're being chased by an animatronic bear. It really does make you feel that way. And then after we're done with this, we go to Toy Time Galaxy. Yes, it's called Super Mario 2007. Yes. Yeah, the classic. One v one me, bro. I might be old, but I still got a mean right hook. I hit you with a pew, 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 you know what I'm saying? Anyway, we'll talk about Mario Galaxy. Okay? I'll fight you some other time. Toy time! Okay, so when it comes to me, all right, the first piece of video game music I ever heard was the Super Mario 1985 variant, okay? So when it comes to variants of the original Super Mario Bros. Thing, you really got to do a lot to win me over. And I think this intro bit is like, okay, your Super Mario Bros. 2007, you know, who cares? And then it starts picking up a bit here. Can you hear like the sounds like someone's beatboxing the you know? And then this bit. I like how the notes drag. It doesn't go it goes like it kind of drags into the next note. I really like how that sounds. It doesn't drag all the notes, but it drags like a few of them, you know? I really like that. I like how that sounds. It ends really well. It starts off kind of, it redeems itself towards the end. I think it belongs in there. It saves itself towards the end. If it started off much better, then could have gone higher, but not in my book. You gotta impress me a bit more to get into S tier in my land. Melty Molten Galaxy. I don't really remember Melty Molten, if I'm being honest. I think it's in the garden, like in the post game, so. Ooh. Even though like you have a giant orchestra, I like it when they limit themselves to like let certain instruments shine. Like I think the drum and like I think it's a sitar does a really good job of just like carrying this bit, you know? It fits the vibe at the level, and then the string comes along a bit later to give it a bit more energy, you know? I quite like that. I really do like that. And then we get to the next bit. What have you got for me next, Melty Molten? Come on. It's the theremin. The theremin is getting spooky again. Ooh, hang on. What again? Okay. Bring it home, Galaxy. Bring it home. Jesus, Melty Molten. You didn't even have to. You didn't even have to on my birthday? That's an S tier for sure. Bruv, it goes hard, doesn't it? I don't know. I feel like I don't remember this Galaxy too much, but fuck, man. What a banger. What an absolute banger. I'll leave you there. All right, we got a couple of like miscellaneous ones before we get to the final one. So now we're chasing the bunnies. You guys remember chasing the bunnies and how fucking stupid that nonsense was? I'm trying to figure out Snowcat Galaxy, how to catch them, bruv. Absolute nightmare, huh? We'll get to the next part here. What the hell is that in the background? Do you hear that? Let's listen to it again. I never heard that one before. I think it's catchy. It's definitely catchy, isn't it? I'd say it does enough to not be in the C tier. Then we get into another. I think I remember this one being a good one, but I haven't heard this one in a while. We've only collecting purple comets felt as good as this track feels to listen to, right? Does it build up again? Oh! Gusty Garden! My favorite one! I love Gusty Garden! Gusty Garden! Ba 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 ba. Was there ever any doubt? Probably. And then you go into that. We get into Purple Comet, guys. Into probably one of the most underutilized songs and power-ups in the entire Mario series. Do you guys remember Flying Mario? Yo, Pan-flute guy wants a raise. He wants a raise. You better give him a raise. Ba 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 da ba ba. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 da ba ba. Oh, we're getting too fast. We're too fast. I guess a power-up, so it's not supposed to have an ending. It's supposed to like speed up until it like, you know. But it's a bit of a lame way to end it, but it's good. It's good. You can stay in B2. And then we get into the grand finale, the Galaxy Reactor. Starts off nicely, doesn't it? To describe this, for once I'm actually speechless. Could you believe that, chat? I'm actually speechless. But I think it's definitely a strong A tier. I don't think it has that killing blow, but it really does sound like you're about to go to the end game. You know what I mean? Well, we're gonna be a whole choir at once. Okay, you ready? Ready? 3, 2, 1. God, one intro, eh? God, I wish the boss fight was harder. I wish you didn't have to. It was just 3 hits. God, look how epic this sounds. The choir! Oh God. You can go all the way over here as far as I'm concerned. Jesus. Oh, fucking banger, man. I love this so much. When you finally get 120 stars and you finally say goodbye to Rosalina, you hear? She wishes you a farewell. Goodbye, Rosalina. I'll see you in my dreams tonight. Because Lord knows you're going to be there. A fitting way to end the game with a slow piano rendition of her theme, you know? It's called Family because Rhea and Rosalina are going to start a family. Mario.
Thank you.
Thank you for turning this child to me. You want another one by any chance? Why are you people like this? I just want the tall space woman to have children with me, okay? What's weird about that? God! I like this one. This one's a classic for sure. And then when all is said and done, gamers... What a journey, eh, guys? What a journey. We did it. We went through the entire OST. What a game, huh? What a game. I always love credit themes in video games. God, I could just lie back again and enjoy this, honestly. Oh, it's Good Egg Galaxy! Good egg! Good egg! No, it's not Good Egg, it's Gusty Garden, that's what I meant to say. Gusty Garden! Ba-da-da-da-da-da. And there we have it, gamers. There is your list. Mario has to say the line. Before we finish, Mario has to say the line. Say the line, Mario.
Thank you so much for playing my game.
It was my pleasure, Mario. It was my pleasure. Around this time, the argument of whether video games were art started to surface, with many traditional pundits scoffing at the mere idea. Before using the traditional definition, there's no doubt that in the decade that's since gone by, there have been games that have moved us with their raw expression. In the Mario Galaxy's case, when you had a game so bursting full of ideas and concepts that they had to make a sequel just to use them all, and an OST that even made the water level playable, if art isn't the right word, I'd like to know what it is. As always, thank you so very much for watching. If you've made it this far, be sure to leave a like on it before you go, comment your opinion as well, and subscribe for more tier lists. And until next time, there's your love.